What we've got today, we've got an AUTOTRAIL Tracker EB, just over 7 meters long. I'll give you all the stats in a bit. We're going to do a handover video, so we're going to set the van up. We're going to do something a little bit different today as well. Finn's going to fire a few questions all about motorhome prices. I haven't seen the questions, what he's written down, but these two come from a lot of the comments that we do get on the channel, so we're going to try and answer some comments the best we can and just give you our 10 pences worth. So what we'll do, we'll get this set up outside first. We'll jump inside, set it up and have a chin wag and just shake it up a little bit and just do a different type of video. So what have we got? We have underneath the bed, and what we've got here, we also have a plug there, but see the yellow lever there? That's the drain off for the heating system, so we can drain down. We have an outside barbecue point. That's the flue for the heating system, and then we've got the vents for the fridge, so we know it's going to be a full-size fridge. Let's get this. So we've got the awning. This is an Omnister awning, so we'll get that one out. Good workout for the morning, isn't it? So there we go. I can only get it out so far because if you notice the Aldi's there is only so far I can get it out, but it will go out to the full length of the bars. We push that in there and then we can adjust the height. We'll get the other one out. If you notice there, we've John stepping up the ladder of the company as well. Look, he's getting higher.
You want to work out, you want to polish.
I want to what?
You want to work out, you want to polish. Wax on, wax off.
Wax on, wax off. Okay, awning out. So, gas locket, good size. We'll switch the gas on there. And then we do have the crash test, the crash sensor there, which we hold in. That's more for if you've changed your bottles over. We have got the diesel, and one of us is going to get in trouble because that should have been cleaned, so we'll have to go and get that cleaned afterwards, Ethan. There is the bonnet release catch. Let's work our way around the front. So it's on the Fiat Ducato, new cab shape. This one, it's a 2.3, it's a 150 brake horsepower, so it's got the oomph. And then we'll work along. Just down below there we have the waste drain off, so everything down a plug hole that goes in a waste tank, that's how we drain it down. Hook up we've already got in. There we go, we've got storage. There's the hook up for the customer. Every van we send out, we always make sure there's a gas bottle on it, and we always make sure there's a hookup on. It's my biggest gripe. I don't want people to get home and then having to go and buy a gas bottle, having to go and get a hookup. So every van we send out, people can just go camping straight away. So just down below there, look at them wheels, nice wheels, really nice wheels. And then what we've got there, that's the fresh water drain off. So as a rule of thumb, your wastewater drain off's normally a grey tap, your freshwater drain off's normally a blue tap, so that's your fresh water. And then we've got there cassette toilet. If that didn't come out, that's because we haven't closed the toilet on the inside. And then working our way around, we have reversing camera, we also have the stoplight, and then here, if we undo that there, that is the spare wheel. I'm going to quickly show you up on the roof. Right, so there we have the roof. We've got one, two, three skylights there, area at the back, and also it does have, looks like a 120 solar panel there. And there we go, nice clean roof. I've got a thing about the roofs. I always like a nice clean roof before it goes out, because last thing I want is the customer going upstairs in the bedroom when they get the motorhome back and looking at the roof and saying, oh, look at the state of that roof. So always like a nice spotless roof. Have a think about that. Anyway, let's crack on. Right, so there's your roof. We've been all the way around it now. So we've got the three elements going. We've put water in the van. Not that you've seen us put water in the van, but we've already put water in the van. We've switched the gas on. We've switched the electric on. As you all know from watching these videos, all we've got to do now is prime it up. So let's go have a look at this beast and I'll give you some stats on it, and then we'll set the van up and have a little bit of a chinwag. Okay, let's get this bad boy. Let's just get some lights on first and show you around. Swivel seat here. Right, so as you can see at the front of this van, we've got a TV. Let's get that TV down if we can. Yeah, put that goes down. Nice looking lockers all the way around, so loads of storage. We've got the 2 bench seats here, and then we've got a table as well. And then if you turn around, Finn, we've got the kitchen area there. We've also then got the bedroom there, fixed bed. And then if you just pop inside, just show everybody the bathroom, Finn. Just explain what's in there, mate.
So we've got the toilet, wash basin, and then big separate shower there. Nice lights on the mirror as well.
Okay, so we're going to start off with the cab, shall we? Nice looking cab, pretty standard on them. We've got the fly screens, blinds, sorry, I always get that mixed up, don't I? And then we've got the blinds going across the driver, also passenger. So we've got the steering wheel in the right place. Cruise control, 6-speed manual, media pack, air conditioning, blown air, USB point, 12 volts. So pretty much lights as well. So let's run through some stats then before we set it up. This is a 2019, it's an Autotrail Tracker EB low line. So low line will be like a low profile, meaning that there isn't any sleeping above the cab basically. On a feed Ducato, it's a 4-berth with 2 belted seats, so ooh, it's a big posh 2-berth really, let's face it. The weight is 4,400 kilograms, so you will need a C1 license to drive it. So sorry Finn, you can't drive this one. Its length is 7.36 meters, height is 3 meters as well, just over. Bed layout is what's known as a French bed. It's done just under 7,000 miles. It's a 2.3 litre Euro 6. Fuel type's diesel, single access. It's had its service, it's had its MOTs. We've got solar, electric step, TV aerial, reversing camera, awning lights, so your reversing camera will be on there, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah, correct, yeah.
Yeah. Finn's checked it off, not me. Electric step, what else we've got? Water heater. Freshwater capacity is 135 litres, so that's a big freshwater tank. Wastewater capacity is 85. Plug sockets, Finn's put lots of.
5, I think.
5
or 6.
So there we go. Let's get the van set up then. We've seen the cab, so let's go over to it. It's a touch screen, as you can see, touch screen. So there we go, fresh water levels. Press that to go back to the home. There's all your vehicle battery, what you're pulling. Solar, it's not pulling anything at the moment, so I assume the solar's full. We go back, we've got lights. That's the awning light. We can do the brightness of it to whatever we want. We've got, there you go, battery select. Oh, solar battery select, so we can put it onto vehicle, onto leisure, or smart. So, we've got tank heaters as well, so there's a bit of everything there, isn't there? So, we've put the gas on, so let's flip around, Finn. Let's have a look at this. Right, I do like the worktop. It's giving that, is it that granite type of feel, Finn?
Yeah,
something like
granite,
that.
Yeah.
Bit of a granity type. And then here we go again, we've got the nice surround with blinds, fly screen, and then your typical windows. And then what you've got here as well, this has got a built-in like extractor fan on the cooker. Can you hear it? There we go. Standard way on all of them. There we go. As you know, what have we got? Oh, there's a hot plate as well. So there we go, we've got the gas coming through. So water, we've got a fresh water tank, we've got a hot water tank. Prime up, bring the fresh water into the hot water so then we can get through the taps. That's doing my head. That's too that, doesn't it?
Teaches you not to leave it up though, doesn't it?
Well, I suppose so, Finn. Yeah, because you're only going to use it when you're cooking. But one thing though, you'd have to do, if you've been cooking on it, you would have to leave it up for a bit, because you wouldn't want to drop the glass down, because it'd be hot there. Yeah. So it'd be, well, another, let me know in the comments what you think about that actually. So, see there, little tap, press the tap on, there goes the pump. It will take 2 minutes, a couple of minutes to prime up. And then obviously when you use any water in the hot water tank, it'll automatically fill it up. Done. Right, so fridge, quick look at the fridge.
Jace, just a quick one. Like you were saying before about answering a few of the comments, just wondering, what do you think of motorhome prices at the moment?
You just read that off, haven't you? It wasn't very like, oh, what do you think about your price at the moment? Prices, it's expensive. The prices have gone up and up. We don't know where the level is yet. We haven't got to that level. The reason why the prices are going up is, one, the new stuff isn't about at the moment, so probably you're buying and ordering a van for 2022, even 2023. Everyone's clamoured to buy a motorhome because obviously of the restrictions of going abroad. So there is only so many. It's not like cars where there's thousands and thousands and thousands of cars made. With motorhomes, manufacturer can only do a certain amount. Also with the second-hand markets as well, you find a lot of people who've got a motorhome at the moment aren't selling them, they're keeping hold of them, where normally where you buy, and when somebody comes to us and buy a motorhome, they part X as well. So we're getting a lot of people, first-time people coming in buying the motorhomes.
Those types of people, quite a few of them are probably people that would be travelling abroad. Do you think that once they can, they're going to sell up and the demand's going to drop?
You're going to get people that are going to sell up. That's going to happen. But let's say all these new people that came into the motorhomes and brought a motorhome, let's just say only 30% went, I enjoy this. This is good. I enjoy that. We've increased the market by 30%. 20% or 10%, which is still a massive increase. As long as we get the weather that's good, what greater thing is to do? What greater country do we have to go round and tour? But then when it does open up, then people start to go, let's not fly or anything like that. We're still a bit cautious about going into other countries and going into hotels. Let's take the motorhome we brought, and now when we used to go away abroad, let's take the motorhome then, and let's go travel around Europe in it, because we can still isolate and go all around Europe that way. So we don't know yet, and we won't know yet for quite a while, because this thing isn't going away, because obviously different countries are dealing with it in different ways. So people that I get commenting saying, oh, I'm going to wait till the airports will open up and go away again, I don't know. Can I just do this fridge for you?
Yeah.
Right, so let's have a look inside that fridge. There we go. Got the fridge there, freezer there. You got 1, 2, 3, and then you got your little salady thing there. Ooh. So quite simple. Switch it on, and then it'll select. That was the last one that we did use, was the gas, and that's gone straight away. And then if we want to change that, I probably pressed the wrong button. That's it. See how it's flashing? What I can do then, I can move it along to the hookup, OK it, then it'll go to my temperature, so I can have that full or lower, and then OK it. There's no point with putting it on the battery, because it's only going to fault out, it's because we haven't got the engine on at the moment. So what have we done now? We've got the taps coming through, we've got the fridge all working, I've shown you the hobs. We have got a microwave. That doesn't work. There you go. It's on an eco one, so it does switch off after a while. Shall we do some heating and hot water?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay.
Just stop you for a quick one. Just wondering, auction prices compared to buying stuff from a dealer or buying private, just give us a bit
auction price at the moment, because there's only one place that does do the auctions, and it is closed to private people. You do have to be a trader to go on. Auction prices are still rising up as well. Anything British, like your Auto Sleeper, Auto Cruise, Auto Trail, are commanding good money. The older vans are commanding good money. What we're actually finding at the moment is, on the older vans, if they've got high mileage, now the prices are starting to drop down a little bit on them type of vans.
But we've definitely seen it, haven't we? Because we're probably sending a bit more to the auction than we normally would, because the prices are higher, isn't it?
Yeah, because dealers can't get stock. So when you look at some of the dealerships, where how low they are on stock, and I've seen a few videos out there where they've gone round and there's hardly any stock, is because they're not recouping the stock basically, and they've also sold the new ones. So what they're trying to do then is they're trying to buy stock in, because the infrastructure of their dealerships is geared up probably to doing 5 or 10 motorhomes a week, so they need to get vans in to keep everybody working and everybody going. We do some hot water. Right, so trim meter, I've shown you loads of times. We did have a fault like there. That's the heating. We can turn that up to 30. Good temperatures, normally about 18, so I okay that. That's your water. You can either out on eco, hot or boost. Always remember, if you've got it on boost and you've got the heating on, the heating will switch off because it's boosting the hot water. So we're going to put it on eco. Oh, I've switched that off then, haven't I? I thought I'd put that on eco. We'll move it to source, either gas or a mixture of gas and electric, so we'll just put that on electric there. And then we can also have the fan on, and we'll have that on eco. So there we go, nice and simple. We've set up the heating system. Just press that down, it takes it back. Where are we off to next then? The back. So let's have a nosy through, let's have a look underneath the bed. So we have a freestanding table there. As you can see there, there's the water heater. Just by that you can see the water pump there, and then I did show you the yellow lever over there. That is your drain off for your water heater. And then if we move into the bathroom, now that is a very, 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 very big shower. Look at the size of that. I can't even put my arms out. I can now, but how big's that? Decent sized sink. You don't need a big sink in the bathroom. And then we've got the toilet. Yeah, good. Like the touches with the lights in the mirrors. And then we do have cupboard. Oh, I can't open that because of the carpet. Cupboards. And then we do have the skylight there with blinds. Yes. And fly screen. So yeah. I'm also getting as well a lot of storage in this van, because again, nice little touch here. Again, we've got storage at the top. Look at that. Yeah, little LED lights going across. Again, storage. And then another wardrobe here. And then we've got 1, 2, 3 drawers. And again, storage round. I like this colour. I really like this colour. Again, good window there with the fly screens and blinds. Let's see what we've got. There's the plug for the microwave. And then more. Yeah, here we go, consumer unit. So obviously that'll switch it on and off, just mirroring the control panel above the door. We've got the 12 volts, we've got the 230, reverse polarity for when you're on holiday. That's your battery charger, so if we switch that off now, the hook up, because we've got the hook up in, it won't trickle charge the leisure battery. Heating and hot water, if we switch that off now, we cannot use the heating and hot water on the electric. You will get a fault out on that, so that should always be switched on. Little 12 volt plug there. And then what have we got underneath? So as you can see just over there, there's the leisure battery. As you see, the fuse. So again, we've got storage. Let's see what we have underneath. We haven't got anything really under there. If you can just have a quick look through.
A little bit of storage.
Yeah, you could, what's taking up most of the room there is the gas locker. Have another look. So another nice touch as well. You've got the AUTOTRAIL embroidered on. A lot of the companies are doing that as well, I've noticed, just giving it that little extra touch.
Just a quick one, Jace, for any sort of new people out there looking to get into motorhoming. What would you say the average cost of buying a sort of starter motorhome has gone from sort of pre-COVID to now?
It used to be about 15-20,000. Now a starter one's going to be about 30,000. We probably have had a £10,000 jump of it going up. So
depends on the van though, doesn't it? You still can get some other options, yeah, a little bit cheaper.
You're always going to get cheaper vans, but then it starts to become age related. So if you're starting to get a 97, 98 van, which you're going to get anywhere around the 10,000 mark, but you're then going to start to have issues. You're going to have to start getting welding done. bits and bobs, then it's just like your home. As your home ages, things
start showing, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's it, Phil. Start showing. Is there anything else? I think we've checked all. We've done this fine, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've set it up. We've got it going. Any more questions we need to fire off?
Yeah, got one more for you. So if prices did happen to drop, say the demand dropped a lot, how would that affect you and other dealers out there then buying motorhomes? Because obviously you've got people then who probably think that their vans are worth a lot more because they paid more for them. And then how does
that's when the correction comes in, and the correction's going to come in, let's face it. It's going to come in somewhere down the line, but it's spotting it. So at this moment, with motorhomes, it's a little bit like the stock market. It's going up and down. As you well know, our prices are changing all the time. We're always correcting prices, Finn, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're getting a van in and we're seeing a correction on a certain van, so we're adjusting the vans accordingly. The key is not to buy a load of vans at a high price, be sitting on them for when the correction does come.
Yeah.
So
but you can't predict something like that, can you? Because if for example, pandemic gets worse again, the manufacturing stops. I think even if it doesn't, the prices are going to go up, aren't they? Really?
Here's another one, Finn, isn't it? We've sat together and looked at the main dealers' websites and looked at how many vans they've got on.
Yeah.
Now, for them to stock up back to the levels again, it's going to take them
years. They'd have to buy a huge amount of stock,
it's going to take them years, and they just physically can't do it. So they're going to have to keep buying and buying and buying to get the levels up. But
which obviously knocks up the price, doesn't it?
You think about that. They go out and buy 10 vans, 15 vans this week. So let's go say there was 40 motorhomes going through the auction. They went out and brought all 40 motorhomes. They're not even, the bigger companies are not even getting to the levels that they were before. Now, don't forget, they'll have them 40 motorhomes sitting there, but they're going to sell 10, and it's going to drop the levels back down again. So it's going to take bigger companies a while, and I do feel possibly for the bigger companies that have got a few branches as well, where because the stock's so low, and you're probably going to a dealership where they've only got 5 or 10 vans, what's the point of having the 3 or 4 branches? Why don't we just cut 2 down? Yeah, basically. And then I also feel for the staff, because like as a salesman, for argument's sake, is like they're not really hard to sell at the moment, are they, motorhomes? No. So, but we'll see as time goes on. Is there anything else, Finn?
I think that's it. So hopefully giving people a bit of an insight, hasn't it? To
I think so, and I think what we've probably brought to do with these handover videos as well, because the process is pretty much in muchness. Why don't we, if you get your comments in, if you've enjoyed the video, because it's something a little bit different, we try and evolve and change the videos all the time, and do something a bit different. So this has been a back forward one. Sort of an handover with a few questions. So if you've enjoyed it, hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe to us. Get some comments in or some questions you want us to ask, and we'll start answering them as we're doing the handovers. And we can both put a 10 pences worth in, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Okay, so let me know what you think, and toodaloo, we've got another van to check off, haven't we?
Yeah.
Let's go.